Hi everyone, this is lesson 9.5, Composition of Functions. A composition function is a function expressed within another function. So for example, if I have the function f of x and g of x, I can express them by f of g of x, where g of x replaces every x there are in f of x. And another expression will be f and in bracket g of x. Let's take a look at example 4 from your learning resources. Solve f of g of x and g of f of x when f of x equals 2x minus 3 and g of x equals to cosine x. Let's solve first part of the problem first. Let h1 of x equals to f of g of x. We've already mentioned that it equals to f times in bracket g of x, and that's the definition of f of g of x. We've mentioned that g of x equals to cos of x, so we sub that in where g of x is. Next, we plug in the equation for f of x, so that's 2x, we already determined as cos of x, minus 3, so minus 3 is here. We simplify, and that gives us 2 times cos of x minus 3, and that would be the final answer. Now let's let h2 of x equals to g of f of x. But the definition of f of g of x, that gives us g times, or it's actually not, g of f of x. We already said that f of x equals to 2x minus 3, so we sub that in. And then we sub in the equation for g of x. That'll give us cos and in bracket 2x minus 3. And that will be the final answer. So taking a look at example 6 from learning resources. Does f of the inverse of f of x equals to the inverse of f of x when f of x equals to 1 over 2x plus 1? Well, all we have to do is solve for both of them and see if the values are equal. Keeping in mind that the inverse of f is solved by switching to position of x and y. So y becomes x and x becomes y. So when we do that, that's going to be x equals to 1 over 2y plus 1. If we rearrange the equation, that'll give us 2y plus 1 equals to 1 minus x, which is the same as 2y equals to 1y minus 1. And if we have to write that in terms of y, that's going to be y equals to 1 over 2x minus 1 over 2. If we take out 1 over 2 on both of these terms, that's going to give us 1 over 2 times in bracket 1 over x minus 1. So we solve like we have solved in the previous question. Now going to go through it step by step again. So the final answer for f of the inverse of f of x equals to x. Inverse of f of x equals to x2. So they are equal. Note that f of the inverse of f of x equals to x for all x in the domain of a function. And that function is f. And f of the inverse of f of x equals to x for all x in the domain of f of the inverse. They both have to be functions. And that's the end of this lecture. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to check out the activity video as well as your assignments and upload them for your teacher to mark. And I'll see you guys next time.